and share my screen. And this here is our application. My name is Matthew Jensen. My partner is Timothy Stewart. And we are the creators of MyAlley, which is a website / app for tracking your bowling games, statistics, and your competitions. We'll get to that later. For now, this is our main page, but I'm actually going to log out and show you that indeed, if you are not signed in yet to our wonderful service, you can go ahead and create a brand new account with us. I'm just going to continue with Google because that's going to be the easiest way to do it. I think 9 times out of 10, that's the easiest anyway. So first things first, and yes, if you go to user profile, you can see your name. So we are logged in. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our games here, and we're going to create a new bowling game because that's our most important aspect of the app. What's a bowling app without being able to track your games? So as you can see, we've got some already in the list here. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is create a new one. Oh, it pulled up an old one. All right. So I do new game. Ah, I see. Let's see. I think this is the new one. There we go. Sometimes that happens a little bit, but it's just one of those long-standing things that you got to work out. But yes, here we have created a brand new game. And what we're going to do is we're going to say I bowled amazingly in this game. So I'm going to make each of these a strike. I can also demonstrate if you try and put something like a Z in there. Oh, didn't let you. It brought it back to 0. We can also put in a 7 and a spare, and that automatically makes it 10. And you can see that it's automatically calculating the correct bowling score. So let's just say 7 to X, and then I did strikes for the rest because I'm super cool. These here are the ball average speeds. You get this from the bowling alley. They have speedometers that tell you. So let's say it told me it was 2.3 and 2. And then notes, I'm an awesome bowler. Now, if we go back here, we can see 253. I'm an awesome bowler right here. So there we go. Here is our bowling game that we just created. We can also go back and edit it. Okay, I'm an awesome bowler and really cool. And let's say, actually, I totally landed this strike. So now we can see the score updated, and it says I'm an awesome bowler and really cool in the notes now. So we've got our bowling games, but now we want to track our statistics. And for that, I'm going to let my partner, Tim, take that away.
Can everyone see? Okay, cool. So I love to bowl, and I always thought it'd be cool if you could see how you do over time, your different statistics. So I I found a chart library, Chart.js, which lets me plot our scores and our ball speed, and I made it to where, for example, this one is weekly. So every week you can see how you're doing. For this one, it's your first ball speed, which is in miles per hour, and you can cycle through the charts. So this one is your average weekly score. This is your second ball speed in miles per hour. Your total weekly pinfall, which is the amount of pins you knock down throughout all your games. And your score average percentages, which is basically your score will fall into one of these ranges and it'll put it in this pie chart. So to say a third of your games this week was in the 201, 249 range, and another third was in the 250, 300 range, etc. So not only can you see weekly, you can also do it monthly. So I have data back from January, and you can see how progression. You see well, this is your monthly first ball speed, and this is your monthly score, monthly second ball speed, your monthly pinfall, and your monthly ranges. So yeah, there's your stats page. Now, Matthew, we can go ahead and show our third feature, which is our competitions.
Oh, apologize, I'm muted. Yeah, do you want to go ahead and we can show them on your screen?
Yeah, that works. So,
All right, so as you can see, we've got a couple here already. But this is the competition. So we thought, what's a sport, what's bowling if you can't compete a little bit, if you can't go out with your friends and, have something that says, oh, who won? So that's this feature here. If you go ahead and create a new competition for us, Tim, brings you to this page where you can give your competition a name. As you can see, we've already got some great, ones we've used for testing, like cooler competition, coolest competition, and big test 2. So I'm gonna let Tim decide what he wants to call our competition today.
an even cooler competition.
That's right, it's the coolest, even cooler than coolest.
So you can give it a date, and then you can add other users via their email. So I'm going to add Matthew, and I have another email I'll use for testing purposes. And we create.
And you just create. Now we can see that there is now a competition on this list that has a finish game button. We'll get to that in a little bit. But for now, Tim is going to go ahead and show the details. Now, if you look at these games here, one of them has an edit game button, and that is your game. So what it will do is it'll bring you back to the list, your edit, or that exact same edit page, and it will let you put in your scores. So while Tim puts in his scores, I'm going to go ahead and put in mine as well.
Let me say I did awesome. You can also add your averages again.
Yep.
Ball speed averages.
Oh yeah, all of these stats that you can put in are connected to bowling stat. So it will actually, so when you create a game through a competition, it will still contribute to your bowling stats. Right.
Let me know when you're ready, Matthew.
Yep, I'm almost done. Give it a 2. There we go. All right, I've saved mine. So you can go ahead and refresh the competition.
Okay.
And now
So
you can see that we each, so if you go ahead and click that button there, the plus on the left, you can see that it has updated our scores and it has sorted them from highest to lowest. So that, while you're playing the game, you can just save and edit it exactly how you would before.
Exactly.
It will automatically, rank you depending on who is the highest player.
So once everybody has finished entering their scores, you can click the finish game button here, which will prompt you and warn you, make sure that's really what you want to do. Click OK. And now you can actually, if you click details again, it'll bring up this cool little podium so you can see who scored and who got first, who got second, who got third.
So as you can see, Timothy's an amazing bowler. He triumphed over me. But he also triumphed over someone else named Timothy Stewart, which is a really impressive
What a
coincidence.
coincidence.
There were two people named Timothy Stewart, and that they were competing in this competition. So,
Common name, I guess.
so yeah. To Before we go for questions, I'm going to share a little bit about our stack. This app was built with C Sharp and .NET, specifically the ASP.NET Razor pages. So we used fairly minimal JavaScript. There was some JavaScript, for some client-side scripting, like updating the bowling score, like the scorecard. It was, checking and making sure that those inputs were valid bowling inputs. That was one of the things that we had to use JavaScript for, but mostly it was C Sharp. We communicated with a PostgreSQL database for all of our stored information, and then our login was handled by Auth0. So we also had to learn to use the Auth0 API to get user profile information, and as well as using it for login. And I think that about covers. Oh, and we use Bootstrap as well as
Right.
part of our front end for that as well.
So this app would probably be really taken to the bowling alley. So you might want to use a phone or a tablet or something. So with Bootstrap, I haven't tested this on a real phone, but it should automatically adjust to mobile devices.
So yeah, so it's portable, it's mobile responsive, and I'm really proud of what we've achieved. So that is our app. Any questions?